Hello. 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 Oh, okay. Ah! Sorry. I don't know why I screamed. Hello. I didn't think I could go that high. That was kind of crazy earlier. How's it going? Welcome. Just your usual delusional streamer here. Oh, yes. Hello. Shark, thank you for 36 months. Welcome back. Hi, Viper. Hi, Otaku. Hi, Ryuk. Hi, Joe. Hi, Khan. Hi, Kai. Hi, Shark. Hi, Neon. Hi, Cryo. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Tropicalil and Colorblind. Hello. I've been okay. I actually have been pretty great. I think my last stream I was talking about how I wasn't doing so well. But things have gotten a lot better since then. So, yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I live with people now. So, that was my roommate asking me if I wanted some tacos. So, I'm like, yeah. Oh, yay! Okay, I wasn't going to ask you on stream because I didn't know if you were okay about talking about it, but I am glad you're not injured, so that is very good news. Roomy W! That's what I'm saying, okay. We all love the Roomy. I did break the news to my roomies today. I was like, hey, I woke up and I was like, guys, I have to tell you something. I like to live alone. And they're like, oh, that's fine. So, hi, Cryo. Oh, there was another Cryo here, the king of Cryo. And now there's you. Hello, good evening. We. Now, what do you mean by we? What did I say? That you're questioning me. We. We're French now, okay? Oh, no, there's two of them now. We need another Naranini, you know what I'm saying? I threw my shoulder out, that's all. Still have some numbness in my hands, but that's about it. Wait, that sounds horrible. How are you so okay with that? Is that a good sign? No, Nini. Okay, all right. Okay, people. All right, so what is everything that has changed since you last saw me? Well, I did attend GDC, and that was really cool. Shout out to Snail Games USA again for that opportunity. PJ and I got to do a lot while there. So I really appreciate all the meetings, all the meeting of people, all the events we got invited to. That was a really good time. I honestly just, I don't know. I'm very grateful. How was that gosh dang conference? Yeah, it was great. It was my first one, so I can't quite compare it like other people have been doing on LinkedIn. But in my experience, it was great. It was a really good experience. Like, which is crazy. I just said that 3 times in a row, but for me, it was like a very big opportunity to learn. To meet people, to like explain what airs is, and to, So, yeah, it was a really good time. Well, I'm alert because I was running off and thinking there wasn't going to be a stream and I'm low energy. Oh, okay, well, I'm about to tell a story, Otaku. So, yes, the networking was great, okay? Have fun, Otaku! So, most of these events that we went to, okay, so GDC was like from Monday through Friday, okay, of last week. But technically Monday and Tuesday are like, I don't know how to really explain it, but they were just like not really panel days, but like, I guess like panel days, right? Like there wasn't actual like conference days, so to speak. It was just like people speaking and people going to panels, essentially, right? The actual conference was Wednesday to Friday. I think my fire alarm might go off, by the way. But let's hope it doesn't. Okay. So, it's lit. Okay, it's lit. So, on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we just attended like a ton of like networking mixers, okay? And like professional networking mixers are very fun because there's like a lot of food and there's like usually open bar, and then like you get to have a drink with whoever you meet there and you talk about what you do, and it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting, and like how could we possibly work together if it makes sense, right? That sounds terrifying. It's not so bad, especially when like, you know, sometimes you're waiting at the bar for a drink and then you talk to the person next to you and then that person came with another person, they introduce you to somebody, and just like it goes from there, right? So honestly, Sunday was pretty cool because we went to like a augmented reality slash virtual reality slash like it was a very cool 2 events. And I actually met the owner of an escape room. I went to like a VR escape room and I met the owner there, and that was really cool. And he like did not believe me when I was like, hey, I've been to your escape room. Like I've been there. And he's like, there's just no way. And I was like, dude, because as soon as he told me, I was like, wait, why does that sound so familiar? And then I was like, I swear to you, I've been there. So I pull up my email and I have the receipt from when I was there. So I show the guy. I was like, dude, I was not like lying. I was there. So I showed him the receipt and he's like, oh shit. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, why was the last time you were there in 2023? And I was like, whoa. Because it was a one-time experience and it's kind of far from me. And that's why. But at the time, I didn't really know what to say to him. No, it was like, it's 3 years ago and this year just started. Hi, Lintello. Yeah, you know what counts is that I've been there and I had a really fun experience. And I was telling him that. I was like, dude, it was really fun and I'd love to go again because I didn't know what to expect from a VR escape room, but it was a really good time. Okay. I didn't go with someone that the person I went with at the time, I no longer talk to. Oh, hello. I've heard many, many things, and you were in a lot of conversations that I was in this weekend, or this past week, Code Miko, in a good way. So thank you so much for following. Welcome. But yes, so VR escape room? Yeah, no, there's nothing physical in the room. It's just you in a somewhat large room, and it is like, you know, you wear a VR headset and you like experience, you know, it's like, I don't know, have you ever experienced anything in VR? It's actually really fun. It was a good time. And back when I went, you know, the tech wasn't as like far along as it is now, right? So I thought it was really cool back then. And I mean, even now, like the tech now is a lot further along, so it's probably like 10 times cooler now than it was back in 2023 is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I should definitely go back. But it's just kind of far. That's all. Hi, thank you. Yes, I feel a lot better. I'm talking about me going to GDC last week and how it was a really fruitful experience and I got to talk to a lot of people. And I'm very excited to bring like new cool things to the VTubing space. So more to come on that when I can talk about it, if I ever can. You have the old Oculus CB1 and got the motion sickness, so anything beyond sitting and racing was rough. Ah, yeah. So I actually also get motion sickness if like things are too smooth in VR. Because I actually, what did we do? We did some VR. Oh, I can't talk about it. Okay, well, anyway. I can't talk about it until like I think I have to. Anyway, Rick, is that how I say your name, or RIQ? I don't know if I said that correctly, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Zenas, do I say your name right? Is it Zenas or is it Zenas? Which one is it? I need to know, because I think we've all been saying it wrong. I was thinking like the planet Venus, Zenus. It's not the second one. It's not Zenos. Okay, that's not what I was calling you. Okay, I just want you to know that's how PJ said your name, and I know PJ's not here to defend himself right now, but he'll eventually be like, hey. Okay, so is it the first one then? It's Z Breezy. Okay, well, either or. Okay, so anyway, what I was just talking about for later. Okay, but so it's the first one. Oh, it is Zenas. Okay, so I was. Hello, can I talk? I was right. I don't like saying that. I don't like being like I'm right. I was on the right track. I still say right there. Okay, well, anyway, yes. Okay. So that was Sunday. That was really fun. And then on Monday, still no conference, but and so I did a lot of air stuff with PJ. And then at nighttime, we went to the Snail Games event. And I will give some constructive criticism here, okay? Because yes, this event was really, really cool. It was at the rooftop of the Marriott Marquis. And if you go to the rooftop bar there, it is so nice. What a view that bar has. Okay. It's such a nice rooftop bar. Or like top of the hotel type of bar. It's nice. Okay, an event can be nice, okay? But people cannot be, okay? Two different ways to have, you know what I mean, okay? It's not like a venue can have bad intention, okay? Okay, so I think the event itself was awesome. I met some very, very cool people there. Talked to all types of people. I actually didn't even get to meet anyone from Snail Games, and I was like trying to meet someone from Snail Games at their party, but I felt like everyone there was like a client of theirs. And I think my only constructive criticism is that I thought it was very odd that like on the invite, they're like, oh, it'll be like a laid back vibe, like just a chill experience. And when I got there, I felt so underdressed, and it was because they had hired models to like walk around in these like really short cocktail dresses, and they looked great. And it was hilarious to me because on Sunday I dressed up and I was way overdressed, and then on Monday they're like laid back chill, so I'm like, okay, everyone's been wearing like sweats or like their fucking SF typical Patagonia jackets, so I'm just gonna show up in like an essentials hoodie and some pants and call it a day. And I show up and everyone's like in cocktail dresses. And I was like, okay. Maybe I should have thought to dress up a little bit, because that is a very good like rooftop bar and it is very like beautiful up there. But yeah, I was like, but then we asked them, we were like, are you guys like game devs ? And they're like, oh no, we were hired models to be like eye candy. And we are like, oh. And I thought that was a little interesting. And And at one point, one of the girls said, like, oh, I got the number of this high up executive and, I'm planning to. Anyway, so I thought that was very interesting. Thank you. Yes, truly industrious women. I was like, dang. So I think my only feedback for that event is I don't really think there was a need for that, and it just made the vibe a little odd. But so that's all. I think we could have done without that extra expense. I mean, that's on them, not on me, but yeah. And then after that, and it was so funny because someone I knew was there, and he was like, I almost just doxed my name. He was like, Naru. He's like, Naru, this is not what the gaming industry is like. And I was like, you don't need to like explain on behalf of anyone. Like, I don't know why he was so like he was like, please don't think that everyone's like this. And I was like, what do you think that I'm thinking? I'm like, it's fine. And he's like, no, it's not like this. We're not just all like sleazy, horrible men. And I was like, whoa, like that wasn't what I was thinking, but okay. I just thought it was interesting that was like the vibe that they were going for. That's all. So I thought it was kind of funny that, yeah, he was just like, don't think too much of this, please. It's not like this everywhere you go. I was like, it's okay, man. I thought that was funny. It was a little like, it was just very odd. Yeah, like I just didn't expect to see models there. Yeah, like based off of the games or something, like cosplayers. That would make sense to me. Okay. Hi Devermo. Hi Jose. And then after that, I don't remember what event I went to, but I went to another event. And that sounds really bad, but I really didn't drink that much. I just don't. There were just so many events, I don't remember what I did after. So that was that. And it was a very good night, and I got to meet a lot of people, and I was very appreciative. So thank you again to Snail Games. Really appreciate them bringing me to GDC and letting me do all those dev interviews, and then letting me go to their exclusive like event. It was very awesome, and I'm very, very appreciative. I did. We mainly used the mic for all of the interviews with all the devs. So I got to talk. Am I allowed to talk about this? Actually, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this. So you'll see when it releases. I won't say anything for now. Okay. Hi, Nick. Thank you so much for a year. Oh, for 13 months. Oh my God, I can't read. So, thank you. Okay. Who's up and why are we jumping him? We're not jumping anyone. Okay. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. Typical Naru not being able to read. Listen, I like to stream at the end of my day. Okay. Remember last time I streamed and it wasn't that late and, it was chill. Okay. So I had a brain when I streamed earlier in the day. Okay. Okay. Hello, Alpha. Okay. Hello. So, Tuesday. I can't talk about whatever I was going to talk about. I don't think so. I won't talk about it. But yes, I got great use out of the mics. So that's the good news. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I saw messages from PJ and I thought he was gonna be like, shit! But he didn't. But I'm not gonna talk about it just in case until like the videos release. So you will see the videos once they release. And also it's going well, Alpha. Thank you for asking. Naru is spilling beans. Everyone pointed laugh. Stop! No. Okay. But I'm very appreciative, so thank you so much for getting me the mic. Yeah. That it was very, very helpful. Do you think you'll be doing some more interviewing at Offkai? I don't know. I think I might be like vlogging personally at Offkai, so I'll be using the mics for that. Like going around the con and like talking about like my experiences. But I don't think I would be interviewing any like game devs there because I don't really think any game devs will be there, but I could be very, very wrong. Also, hi Darking! So we shall see, but I'll most likely be vlogging, so if you see a 5'4" woman walking around vlogging herself, it might be me. That's all. Thank you for the posture check, the head pats, the hydrate. I will do all those things. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, Sleepy Beauty. Why did I picture you being taller? I don't know. I'm 5'5" on a good day when I don't slouch. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Interview me? Sure. Oh, you know, wait, that's kind of a good idea. I should interview some of you guys if you don't mind being on camera. That might be kind of fun. Like, what are your thoughts on Offkai? And what are your thoughts on the Airs booth? And, like, what could we do better? And, like, what do you think we as a company could do better for, like, our VTubers kind of deal, you know? Oh my god, I might get flamed. But that's okay. If it's rightfully so, then I think that's okay. Taller than the average VTuber? Perhaps. I don't know why I was picturing, like, 5'8". Thanks! Most people tell me I have, like, short people voice. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like, I just sound like someone who's short. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. Hi, hello. How did you enjoy being spit on? No. Also, hi, Neffin. I'm not 5'8", but I don't know. Let's ask Dark King. Sorry, Darky. Okay. I had to because you're here. So I'm sorry. Wait, on camera, gotta get over some presences, but I'd be down. Oh, yeah. What, well, like, what do you mean you gotta get over some presences? Like, of people? Of low blow? Sorry. He's here. I had to do it. Come on. Okay, carrying on. Okay, before I got distracted. So, Tuesday we went to some events. They were fun, ? Yeah, they were chill. We just met more people, more events, more networking, like mixers, and it was cool. We went to this, you know, I realized that SF has really, really good bars. And, like, that sounds crazy because I've been living here for almost 2 years now. But I never realized how awesome, like, some of the bars here are. Because they're, like, kind of hidden. Or, like, you wouldn't think to go to them. Or, like, you know, they're typically pretty expensive. And I don't know. I guess I don't really, like, go out much. That sounds sad. But, yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I try to. But I'm not always trying to spend, like, $10 billion. Preferences. Oh, it's okay. The interviews were very, very cool. It was a cool experience. And I think it was really cute. Okay, one thing I'll say about the interviews, and then I won't talk about them. I think it's really cool that the devs had, like, a really good experience with us. Like, I just really appreciated that they were like, hey, like, your energy was awesome. And, like, thank you for that. And I was like, wow. Like, of course. They're like, yeah, you were, like, genuinely, like, interested and, like, very engaged. And I was like, wow. ? Are people not typically like that? ? But, yeah. And it makes me kind of think about going into, like, gaming journalism. So, I don't know. More on that later. Okay. When I can actually talk about it. But I did very much appreciate that they were like, oh, like, you were very fun to talk to and very engaging. And, Like, we can tell that the energy is there, and it's really good energy. So I was like, yippee! I'm very happy to hear that. Hello! Welcome in, Legend of God Art. I mean, I feel like younger people can be like that, like, just not very engaging. I mean, I think that could go for anyone, like, younger or older, right? Compared to the business side of game developer / publisher world, where it's ruthless, it's understandable. I mean, yeah, but it's interesting because they were, like, going to, like, interviews and, like, meetings all day. So I'm like, that kind of sucks that you go to, like, some of these interviews and, like, genuinely don't enjoy it, right? But yeah, it was a very good time. Okay, I can't talk about it anymore, okay, because I can't talk about the games or any of that. So, it's okay. I mean, you know what parent company it was under because I posted it all over Twitter, but that's all I'll say about it. So, okay. So, Wednesday, the conference actually started. And it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Xsolla had a very large presence this year, and I mean very large presence at GDC this year. Even though this is the first year that I've gone, but like typically, you know, you see all the stuff like around, like, you know, like the polls and everything. It was just like Xsolla this, Xsolla that, and I was like, well, okay, like they're really trying to put themselves out here, you know. And they had an entire building that they rented out, so I was like, oh, okay, like they're really trying to put their name out there. Mimikyu, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay and my story times. And lower your volume because I'm very loud. Okay, so yeah, so Discord was, yes, the payment platform. Yes. They do a lot more than just payment stuff, though, is what I realize. Or, well, I've realized that a while ago, but yeah. Where are all these people coming from? Shadow Samurai! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome in! What the heck? Okay. So, hello! Welcome! Yeah, so Discord was there, they had a presence, and Xsolla had a huge presence, and Naru, you're so funny, please never go bald. Okay. Hi Shadow Samurai, welcome on in. I'm talking about my experience at GDC last week, or this past week. It was really cool, and I'm going more into it. Yeah, so I didn't actually talk to anybody at the Discord booth. There were a lot of like mobile game companies there, and then of course like the bigger companies had a presence, and yeah, actually like it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I think I already said that, but I keep forgetting what I've said so far. But yeah, it was enjoyable, and we talked to people about their products and got some meetings put down and caught up with folks. And I'll be honest, like, although we did meet a lot of people at the conference, I understand now why a lot of people that have attended GDC for so many years, why they say like, oh, like you don't even need to go to the conference. Like, as long as you know people and just go to like the networking events, like that's really all you need. And I will very much say that like all the networking events we went to, that is very much where we met like the executives of like the companies that we wanted to talk to. I mean, yeah, that is like most cons, isn't it? Like, yeah. So, yeah. All the people we wanted to talk to were like at these events, and I was like, oh. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this one event that I went to, so I won't. But what I will say is that you will most likely see things in the next 2 to 3 months, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But we did also go to their event, but I will not say anything more on that. But it was very cool. I haven't been talking about anything in specific, okay, PJ? I have been dancing around all of it. Okay, so not to worry. Okay. Yeah. I think, okay, so like everything was fun and cool, but I will talk about this one event that we went to because PJ is here, and it was a wild experience for me, okay? So I very much have been on like a very big like weight loss journey and very much have been working out a lot. And I think one thing for me is that I get very self-conscious because like it's a long story that you guys don't really know about because this is gonna like go into me trauma dumping. But anyways, all you need to know is that I have been working very hard to not be Shrek, okay? But I initially turned into Shrek for the reasons that you are about to hear, or the instances that you are about to hear, okay? So, at the end of the week, okay, there was a pretty big event that we went to, which I will also not name, okay? But this was like pretty much at the end of the conference, we went to this event, okay? And it was at a club, so we're like, okay, this is cool. And I had never been to that club before, so I was like, oh, okay. I don't think I would go in general because of the area that it's in, but it was a cool place. Okay, I will say that much. And I think like the first 2 to 3 hours of this event were open bar, just like most of the events, okay? We're all open bar, all right? So I'm standing there with PJ, and our coordinator was also there too, okay? And I'm standing there, and this man walks in, and he comes directly to me, and he says, hey, just so you know, you are the most beautiful woman in this room. And I'm like, pause. We are at a mixer. So I don't really think this is the place to like tell me that. Okay? But it's fine. I'm like, okay. Okay? And then, okay, maybe like a few minutes later, he just said like, I just want to tell you that, and like walked away, okay? And then I was in this conversation with this other guy, and he's like, hey, just so you know, more on that first guy later, okay? Then the second guy that I was in a whole conversation with was like, just so you know, with the way you look, you should probably keep your drink covered. And I was like, what does that even mean? Like, that is just a crazy thing to say to somebody. And I was standing there like, does that mean I'm ugly? Does that mean I'm pretty? What do you mean? And I didn't really, it's like I don't even know if it's a backhanded compliment. I think his intention was to warn me like, hey, just be careful because a lot of people have been getting roofied. By the way, a mixer is like a networking event. That's what all these events at GDC were, right? They were all like networking events, but they had like open bars, so there were a lot of drinks and like food and whatnot, right? But it's still supposed to stay professional, okay? So, yeah, we had this, like, great conversation, and at the end of it, he's like, I'm gonna find my friends, but just so you know, with the way you look, yeah, you should cover your drink. And I was like, and I couldn't even say anything to that because I was just so shocked. I was like, what? And then he just, like, walked away, so I was like, okay. And mind you, I mean, before anyone even asked what I was wearing a sweater. Not that anybody asked, but just so you guys know what I was wearing a sweater. Like, a full-blown, almost a turtleneck. With, like, leggings. And my sweater covered the leggings. Okay? So, yeah. I honestly, Kadri, like, I felt like I should have. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Whatever. So I was like, sure. And then I got hit on by like another 3 people, and I'm like, dude, I guess it's because it's the last night. People are just wiling out and just saying whatever the fuck they want to say. And like, I guess because it's like the last open bar event, they're just going off and being like, oh, like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, hello? Like, we're still like Like, I was so confused. I was like, I don't think this is like the place to tell me this, but okay. Okay. So 3 more of those. And yes, everybody just decided to shoot their shot. And I was like, this is like very not appropriate. So yeah. It was whatever. I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I just would brush it off. I'm like, sure, thank you. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Now, remember I told you about the first guy? So, you know, PJ and I split for a little bit. PJ comes back to stand next to me, okay? And then the first guy comes up to PJ, and he's like, you know, like, what did he say to you, PJ? Something about, like, oh, your wife or something, okay? Hookah Smoking Caterpillar, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, by the way. Oh, yeah, he said, is this your wife? And, like, this is the same dude that hit on me and told me that I was the most beautiful woman in the room, okay? So PJ's like, no, this is not my wife. This is my CEO. And basically he's like talking to PJ about me, and PJ's like, look, man, if you want to hit on her, go ahead. And I'm like, no, don't tell him that, no. I don't want to talk to this guy again. Please. No. Okay? And this motherfucker, PJ walks away. Okay? I'm like, don't walk away, PJ! I don't want to talk to him! But, okay, he was dragged. Okay, before I even talk about who PJ was dragged by. Okay, PJ was dragged away by somebody, okay? So, I understand, okay? He was dragged away. Yes, he was dragged away, okay? And it was crazy because when the person that dragged him away, like, I was trying to talk to that person, and she just put her hand in my face. Like, I said something to her, and her hand was just in my face. She was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, this is crazy, okay? I was like, dude, people are drinking way too much, okay? So whatever, PJ gets dragged away, okay? And I'm like, no! And then this guy comes up to me again, and he's like, hey, so, like, you know, that's not your man, is it? And I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, well, what's it like for him to have such a hot CEO? And then he's like, oh, platonically, of course. I'm like, what are you saying right now? Okay? And I was just like, I'm like, what? Yes, Lintello, okay? So I'm like, I don't really know how to, like, respond to this. So I just look at him and I'm like, uh-huh. And then he just keeps going. Like, oh, do people, like, usually tell you that you're, like, so attractive? And, like, oh, just, it's something about you that, like, oh, I can't help but, like, I had to talk to you. I'm like, great. I love that for you. Like, that's cool. Like, what? And I pretty much was like, you know, I don't really think this is the environment to be doing this. I had this is the second time that I told him this. I'm like, hey, you know, this is not this is not the place, time and place, okay? And he's like, bye, I'm jacked. He's like, oh, ow, because he was like kind of yelling. So he's, ow, platonically, of course. I'm like, what? Okay, platonically, of course. But then he would go back to being like, ah, but you're just so hot. And I'm like, okay, like, what's happening? Step on me, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. So, I was just trying to get away from this person. And I don't know, man. Oh, then he's like, oh, by the way, I work at this company. Do you know anyone at my company? was like, yeah, actually, I know. And then it's like someone who's like pretty high up there. I'm like, I know so-and-so. And he's like, oh, well, good thing I haven't said anything else to you. And I'm like, dude. What? And then he goes back to talking about PJ and like, oh, dude, like, I don't know what it's like for him having such a hot CEO, but like, if it was me, I wouldn't know what to do. And I'm like, brother, brother, what are you doing? And he's like, you sure you're not his girl, right? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, you are just so fine. And I'm like, okay. I was like, this was a great conversation. Have a good night. Okay, because I'm like, I gotta go find PJ, man. Okay. And then I find PJ and I'm like, oh. And PJ's also like, oh. Okay, and I was like, oh, I guess he also has been through it. Okay, yes, hold on, PJ, I'm getting there. Okay, because we both see each other again and we're like, oh. And then the person who pulled PJ away was that man's girlfriend. And they proceed to just make out on like this pole. And I was like, what the fuck? And PJ and I just look at each other like, huh? Like there was just like, what, dude? I think they were just cooked. Okay, they were so drunk. Okay, and I don't know, PJ. What was that person saying to you? Were they like hitting on you? Like, we didn't even ever get to talk about that. Fishing for a third, dude. I don't know, man. She was like, "Who's your girlfriend?" Okay, so yeah, that yeah, okay, so yes, they were up to no good. Perhaps they were trying to find a third or a fourth. I don't know. Okay, but that was a crazy place to be doing all that. Okay. Anyways, okay. So, other than those, like, 6 people that very inappropriately hit on me, everyone else was really chill. Okay. And aside from, like, the one guy who was, like, looking like that, you should cover your drink. And I was like, what? Before he said that to me, he was very, very chill. Okay. It was, like, very cool conversation. Yeah. So that was something. And then PJ and I were like, man, let's, and our coordinator were like, yeah, let's go take, like, a triple shot after that. Because what just happened? Okay, or maybe the shot was before that, or was the shot during that? I don't know, man. But it was something. Okay, that is all I will say. I was like, I can't believe this is happening right now. And I think we stayed there pretty much the entire time. Yeah, we did. I don't know if we went to an event before this. We did. We did go to an event before it, and it was just like a different mixer at a different bar. Jesus, Hookah. Why do I attract some freaky people? Dude, I attract assholes. I attract freaks. And, like, maybe it's because, but I'm not that much of a freak, okay? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay here and keep your volume low because I can get very loud. Okay. Also, hi Yuki and hi Neb and also hi Ibuki. Wait, is Naru awake? What? Did you guys forget that I like debuted? I got it. Oh, okay. I have been wearing this perfume lately. Okay, so I have like 4 different perfumes that I switch between. And I noticed that when I wear 2 specific perfumes, like anybody and everybody will come and talk to me. The new rare beauty one. No. I'm like cringing just saying the name of this perfume. One of them is called let me make sure it's called this. I think it's by Carolina Herrera. Carolina Herrera. Okay, yes. That is who it's by, okay? It's called Good Girl. Okay, by Carolina Herrera. So, that's one of the ones. Okay? And this other one that I wear that I notice that a lot of people talk to me or like come up to me when I'm wearing. It is cringe, okay, but it smells so good, okay? The Good Girl, I think it's the Good Girl blush edition that I have, and it smells so good, man. Anyway, like, I also enjoy the smell on myself. I'm like, oh man, I smell so good. But okay, anyways, so there's that one. And then the other one that I wear is from Valentino, and I don't know what it's called, but it's like in a very interesting bottle. It's like a spiky bottle, and it's like kind of pink-ish. And that's the other one that I wear. I don't remember what it's called. It's by Valentino. That's all I can tell you. And yeah, that's the other one that I wear. Those were like the 2 that I switched between. I think I wear like the the Carolina one in the daytime normally, and like I'll switch to the Valentino one at night. Those are like my 2 scents of the moment right now. I also wear 2 other scents, or 3, I guess, sometimes. One of them is called Missing Person by Fleur. That's one of them. And then the other 2 that I have that I wear or like change between, I can't remember the names of them right now, but they're in my bathroom. You got a whole nickel? Huh? Do I have someone I get perfume recommendations from? No. I just go to... Oh, my God, Nep. That took me... Wow, I didn't even realize... Okay, anyways. No. I just, like, went to Sephora and just smelled perfumes. Oh, you know what I like to do though? I do like, okay, so I do buy like the what are they called? Sephora has these like perfume or like cologne sampler sets. So I do that. So I get to smell different perfumes like at my own leisurely time. And then like those boxes will have like a coupon to like redeem a full size of whatever was in that set. So yeah, there were a few scents that I got from the sampler set that I was like, ooh, like this is pretty good. I think Valentino was one of them, and I think the Good Girl one was also one of them. And actually, like the sampler set that I got had a really good, like all the scents smelled really good on me, and I was very shocked because I was like, wow, like these are all really good perfumes that smell great on me, which isn't like, you know, sometimes I'll start to smell something, I'm like, I don't really like the smell of this. So I was very shocked by that sampler set that I got because almost every scent was a hit for me. But I did go to Sephora with someone and tried out a bunch of scents, and that was cool. So then I ended up buying like those 4 perfumes, 5. Well, one of them I already had, so 4. But yeah, so I just like to sniff things on myself. That's like the best way that you should get a perfume or like a cologne, in my opinion. Like you should smell ones You just smell it. You need to smell it on yourself because people will be like, oh, this is such a good scent, but it might not be a good scent on you. And there's a lot of scents that are like super popular that people tell me to try. Like there's a few from Chloe and there's a few from like other brands that I have tried on myself because they're like very popular scents, and I don't personally like the smell of them on me, you know? You can't really smell it all, so you rarely wear it. Oh. Interesting. It's something I more recently started to do. But it's really fun. I smell of cinnamon. Interesting. It's pretty hard to find ones you like normally. Yeah. Normally I smell like a ton of perfumes and I'm like, ugh. Like this smells too floral, or this smells too this or that. Like it's very hard for me to find scents that I like. And I'm surprised that I have 5 scents that I really, really like that are now in my bathroom that I now change between. So it's cool. I'm starting to actually get more into like perfumes now. So yeah. I can't wear perfume because it will actually make me sneeze all day or even all week. So you shouldn't put it on your skin, by the way. That can be very bad for you if you wear perfume or cologne long term, is what I've read. Okay. And it could like affect certain things. So you should just spray it on your clothes, which is what I typically do. Like I will spray it on my clothing. Or like once in a while, I will spray it actually like on my neck or my wrists. But I don't do that often because that is not good to do. So yeah. It has to be like a super special occasion, you know? Every time I walk by the perfume/cologne section, I'd be like SpongeBob and Patrick trying to make their way out. Yeah, it does get very like overwhelming. Is it like a pores thing? It like affects your like, I forgot what exactly it is, but it like somehow affects like your chemistry, like the chemistry of your body. I am not explaining this as scientifically as like the thing I read, okay? But I can post whatever it was that I read on Discord. It's like a research study, and I was like, ooh, okay. So after reading that, do you guys just sometimes read research studies? I do. So after reading that, I was like, perhaps I should not put it on my skin. And so I put it on my clothes now. Yeah. Yeah. But that was my story. I guess my story of the week. I think the craziest thing was just that dude being like, you're so beautiful, and then doing what he did, and I was like, what? Or like, huh? Yeah. I think I'll just stick to my deodorant/deodorant spray. I'm not telling anybody to change anything that they wear or do, okay? Feel free to do as you do. Perfumes are chemical baths. Well, there you go. See, Lintello is a very knowledgeable man. Okay. If there's anyone you should listen to here, it's that guy. Also, I hope you're doing well, Lintello. Did I say hi to you? I hope I did. If I didn't, hello. Yeah. I think typically, dude, when was the last time I played a video game? I feel like all I do these days is like talk, never shower, only perfume. Okay, pause. Please shower. I guarantee most of you smell. Okay? And I mean that respectfully, okay? So if you are going to Offkai, please shower. Okay? You play games? Yes, I play games, okay? It's just been a long time since I played one. I don't know what I was about to say. Okay. Neffin, you did not smell. Okay. You were fine. Did you shower every day? I don't know. But you smelled A-okay. Bro, I just showered like 2 hours ago. Good. I'm glad. As you should. I've been showering like 4 to 5 times a day. Okay, that's excessive, man. Holy. Yeah, isn't it bad to shower that much? Especially if it's like super hot water. Yes, and don't wash your hair every time, I guess. Okay. Yes, you're safe. I don't play with con smell, dude. Yeah. I have to shower daily and deodorant after shower and in the morning. Okay. Unless you're like me. Okay. And my roommate can attest to this because she was like, it's crazy that you don't have like any BO when you like don't shower. Okay. And I don't. Okay. Because I have the gene. Okay. There is a specific gene where you don't smell. Okay. But I am going to shower tonight. So not to worry, guys. Okay. Yeah, like Naru says, wash your butt, don't mask your funk with perfume. Yes. Okay. I need to shower daily or I feel disgusting. Yeah. 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 Is Naru talking about how she doesn't shower again? Hey, why is it that you always come in when I talk about my showering habits? I'm not stinky. I'm not. Like, if I don't shower for like a week, then, you know, I'm smelling a little, you know? But, yeah. If it's like a day or 2 or 3, you know, it's livable. Walking into that party floor from last year's Offkai was wild. It was like I stepped into another dimension. Dude, yes. Okay. Some of the smells are just very, very bad. So please, anyone here that is going to Offkai, please shower. And please wear deodorant. Okay. Especially if you are meeting me. That is my one request. Okay? And brush your teeth. Please. And wash your tongue. Or like scrub your tongue. Use a tongue scraper or like a tongue brush. Please. I beg you. Okay? Because some people are like, hi. And I'm like, oh. And I gotta like take a step back, but then they take a step forward. And I'm like, oh. Please. I took a step back because, you know. Dude, you should. I have a water flosser and one of those spinny brushes. And I also still use like those like not toothpick, the picks, the flossing picks, okay? Dude, why do people get so close though? I think a lot of people just don't like go outside typically. And I mean this as kindly and as respectfully as possible, right? Like, I just think a lot of people don't typically go outside or, like, socialize. So, like, when they go to an event like this, like, you know, they just are not aware of, like, personal space, you know? I'm nice. Ugh. So if your breath stinks, I'm gonna tell you so you can clean it. PJ, while you were here, did I smell at any point in time? Translation? You're fucking meats. That's crazy. You smell all the time. Hey! What the hell? You just said you would tell someone if they stink. Like a oh, look at this guy's always saving himself, bro. I forgot the other fucking thing he said to me, and I was like, whoa, and he's like, whoa, not like that. PJ always saves himself, okay? Hey, Nora, I made sure that I was correct in smelling good when I saw you. It's embarrassing when I smell bad in public. I agree. Also, hello, JLH. Welcome. Okay, I meant to say hello earlier because I know you said that, so yes. I'm bringing some of those Listerine Thin Mint strips and Tic Tacs. Yes, okay. He's already 3 steps ahead. Dude, he was planning for it, okay? I hear him going at his fucking keyboard, okay? Or he's watching on his phone. Just doing his little PJ laugh, okay? This little smartass. Chicken Cat 2, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Where's everyone coming from? Ah! Hello. Welcome. All right, people. I'm old. I don't know about you, but hello. Hi, old. Yes, you are is crazy. Okay. Ancient even. Hookah, what are you babbling about? Naru, it's that Katu. What does that mean? What? Oh! Hello! Okay, pause. Okay, what I'm like on stream does not reflect what I'm like professionally. Okay? I just really want to put that disclaimer. And I know Zephyr Arcade was here too. And I promise I'm not a fucking psychopath, okay? When I stream, I'm just fully unhinged because I feel like I could be myself. But I'm not like that, typically, okay? Surely, ask PJ and Neon. They work with me every day, okay? And Shark, okay? I'm a typically, okay, why you gotta say it like that? I believe you. Okay, the haha doesn't really make it seem that way, okay? No, don't have the quotes around it, okay? Nobody I work with knows I'm a VTuber either. Dude, this guy that I know from uni messaged me today. He's like going to art school in Malaysia. He's a really cool guy, by the way. He's like so cool. And he messaged me on Facebook and he goes, Naru Nini? I'm like, question mark? I'm like, yes, I am Naru Nini, but you are not supposed to know that. And he goes, ah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So there's that, I guess. Okay. Ain't no way it's like seeing your teachers out in public. Dude, yes. I was like, okay, but he was like, it's cool. I'm becoming an artist. And like, I think what you do is so cool for work. And I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah. No, he is a very chill guy, but I was just so shook. I was just like, oh, like reading that message, you know, he's like, Naru Nini? I'm like, huh? Huh? Yeah, honestly, real. I think he watches VTubers. But I also told him like, oh, I run like he was just asking me how I've been. I think it's very cute that he like checks in on me and stuff. So he was like, oh yeah, like what do you do for work? And I was like, oh, I own a talent management company now, and you know, and then we talked about it a little bit, but then yeah, then he was like, Naru Nini? And I'm like, hey. But yeah. Little does she know, she spits on... Oh, little does he know that I spit on people and preach milk before cereal for a living. Hey, I just want you guys to know that someone I know that was at GDC, okay, it was so funny because I introduced her to PJ and she's like, oh, yeah, Naru and I are soul sisters, spirit sisters, okay? And it's because she, too, puts milk before the cereal. Okay. Why milk before cereal? Okay, there's two reasons why. One, because when I put the milk in first, I put the cereal in afterwards, and then I microwave the bowl. Okay, that's one. But two, I just really enjoy, like, I just know how much milk I want, you know? So you want to be in the splash zone? What are you fucking pouring your milk up to Mount Everest? It doesn't just fucking splash, dude. Okay? You just pour enough milk and then you just put the cereal in. It's not fucking rocket science. Are you an idiot? I just get so confused when people are like, the splash zone. I'm like, do you not know like how to measure? Like, can you not eyeball it? Okay, and everyone's getting stuck on the microwaving part. Okay. Yes, I like warm cereal. Especially if it's like Cocoa Puffs or like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or did you guys ever have a Waffle Crisp? That shit is fire. Okay, especially when it's in fucking warm milk. But yes, I microwave the bowl. Yes, I put it in the microwave, guys. Okay. Hello, KPG. First-time viewer, and that is some of the most diabolical reasons for putting milk in first. What? It's not... You guys don't know how long I microwave my cereal. Whoa. Nep. Whoa. Okay. Holy old head is crazy. Hello? No, no. 1 second is too long. No, it's like anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. You guys don't like your warm milkies? Okay, look. Sometimes it's 30 seconds because I just want it to be a little warm, and like I'm kind of like paranoid, so I'm like kind of getting rid of the bacteria in the milk, which is not even a real thing, but like 30 seconds then it's good enough. You know, I still want it to be like cold-ish, so I'll have it that way. But sometimes I want my warm milkies, so then like I warm it up to a minute. And then like, you know, it's a little soggy and like it's pretty good, and you just, you know, it's yeah. If I want hot cereal, I make oatmeal. Oatmeal and no, guys, it's not the same, dude. That's what hot chocolate is for, but there's no crunch or like there's nothing in it. I don't know. I just you know, and it's like half soggy, half not, you know? I don't know how to explain it. It's just so good. Don't knock it until you try it, okay? All right, if you haven't tried warming up your cereal, you know what? I'm not even sending in a 2 weeks. I'm quitting as a viewer. Stop. Okay? You can No! I do microwave okay. I was going to say something, but I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. Never mind. Okay. Listen, guys. Someone recently has been trying to tell me I'm cuckoo bananas, okay? And maybe they're right. Sure, okay? Yes, your streamer is batshit crazy, okay? That's true is crazy, okay? No, you aren't supposed to agree. Isn't there... What streamer isn't a bit crazy? You know? You might be on to something here, okay? I should make a cereal tier... I should make a cereal tier list for microwave efficiency. Yes, I will do that, okay? Also, welcome in, Ritz. Welcome in. Who said that? Who said what? Oh, that I'm crazy cuckoo bananas? Oh. You know, that's just what a man will say to you if his ego happens to be hurt or if he doesn't want to take accountability, okay? Why are we microwaving cereal? Listen, okay? There's nothing wrong with... Why are you guys so judgmental? Okay? I'm sure you guys do things that people would question. Alright? I don't question any of you motherfuckers. Yes, I roast the shit out of some of you, but you guys asked for it. Okay? We made it an hour and 13 minutes before our first bark. Dude, I was doing so good. Okay? I was. I'd almost think warming up the cereal without the milk would be okay. Like warm, dry Cinnamon Toast Crunch could be good, but I wouldn't add milk in that case, period. You just don't know what it's like to feel good. You know? I'm sorry that you're so fucking miserable that you have to hate on me. Alright? All of you. Quit being miserable, depressed people. And go have something. Go have some fun. Go enjoy your lives for once, okay? I'm low-key thinking like Honey Bunches of Oats. Okay, yes. Honey Bunches of Oats is pretty good when the milk is warm, okay? It's one thing to warm the milk, but warming the cereal as a whole? Well, you put the... You pour the milk, then you pour the cereal, and then you warm it up. It's not really that... You guys are acting like it's rocket science! Okay? That's what my ex used to call me. Pause. What are you saying Jesus to, Counter? Huh? What are you calling on a higher power for in the stream? What behavior warranted that? There's no way we're talking about this again, dude. Okay. That is also probably true. We're all depresso espresso. Right! And you don't have to take it out on me, you miserable fucks. Okay? God. Also, hi, Jazzy. Wait, this has come up before? Yes! Okay, and everyone's always like, ew! And I'm like, please. Okay. How are you doing today, Billy? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. Take care. Do people call you chicken or do people call you katu? Am I even saying it right? Katu, 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 katu. You know I spit on people. Okay, sorry. When I do that, I say watu. So is it like katu? Okay, I'm gonna stop. You could go do whatever you're gonna do. Katu. Okay. Yes. Bro. What? I'm asking him a genuine question, man. Is that so wrong? I was genuinely curious. I just want to make sure I'm saying people's names right. Latu. Okay. Yes. Okay. On a different topic, got any biscotti back there in the background? I don't, unfortunately. Hey, yo, PJ. That's his name. Okay. I got some cookies. I got some bread. I got some muffins. I got some cake. I got some jam, jelly, or jam, whichever one you want. I got it all, baby. Okay, all right. Are you singing Golden in your title? Oh, no. I just say up, up, up all the time. They took that from me, Oz. Okay? You haven't heard me go up, 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 people. Let's go. Crazy, bro. Okay, that was from me. Let's not get this twisted, okay? Trust me. I don't know if I will, but good night. Banana nut bread? Yes. We have some. Ah!
Head pats applied directly to the forehead. 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 Give your local VTubers the head pats they deserve. Available with every Twitch subscription nationwide.
Well, I was very rudely interrupted. Okay. You hear that in your sleep? Oh, the up, up, up. Why'd she say the third one so sexy? Dude. What do you mean, huh? What? She's just saying things, okay? What's wrong with her just saying things the way she wanted to, alright? You know, I actually don't have a bald toggle, and I feel like that is something that I'm missing as a VTuber. Okay. Alright. Anyways, okay, so what that ad told me is that I should head pat VTubers. Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, if they have a head pat redeem. Okay. Hey! Thanks for 8 months and the head pats. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Yippee! Yay! I gotta be honest, I don't understand the bald toggles at all. Honestly, I just feel bad for bald people. When I see bald toggles, I'm like, what's so wrong with being bald? I know some good-looking bald people, okay? Being bald lowers you in class. Smiling friends taught me this. That is crazy, okay? Neffin, why are you crying like that? Hello? Nothing wrong with being bald. It's aerodynamic is kind of crazy, but okay. Sure. Okay. You can wear wigs easier. There's that too. Okay. Bald is more aerodynamic. Not Hookah agreeing with you. I don't know who Northern Lion is. I'm destined to be bald. I blame my dad. Hey, isn't there like hair replacements or like, unless you just, I think if you're going bald, just like let it happen, man. There's no point in avoiding it. Just like let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just like let it happen. you know? I said the same thing 3 times. Okay. That means only one thing for me, people. It's that time of night. All right. The baldness does offer less drag. Interesting. Wearing a wig is just cosplaying a person with hair. This is crazy, okay? You guys are an interesting bunch, okay? A bald person is just a human mosquito. All right, that is my call to call it, people. Okay. That's why they wear the caps in swimming. Okay. You're an interesting streamer. Now, what do you mean by that, huh? Okay. There's more wrong with us than anyone will ever know. Hey, that's you saying that, okay? I said none of that. That is all you, Mr. KPG or Miss. Okay. You thought you were calling it, but I'm here now. Oh, Joe. I am calling it. I got through my story. And I got through all of the yapping. And now I'm ready to hunk shoe. And by that, I am not going to hunk shoe. I'm going to shower, as one should. And I have some stuff to finish up. And then I got to get up in the morning to do whatever I got to do. You know what I'm saying? No!
Joe_NJ cheered X500. Nah, I am now bribing you.
Okay, it's gonna take more than that.
Classic NJ tactics.
To bribe me. Okay. But thank you for 500 bits. Okay. It do be about that time. Dude, I'm old. Bless you. Bless you. Oh my god. Oh, the TTS isn't working! Oh no! Okay, my roommate's dying in the background. I don't know if you hear that. Nari, you truly are a queen. Gremlin, and we love you. Even if you are, Stinky is crazy. I have a build tomorrow, but I'll be back with more. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, Joe. Don't worry, guys. I'll be back to stream this week. But when, Narunini? I don't know. Maybe, bless you. Maybe, bless you. Oh my god. Maybe Wednesday night or Thursday. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be back to stream Eagle's 2-month hiatus. No. Okay. Next week, next month, same difference. Stop! Oh my god! Okay, listen, we will do a stream on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which one. Or Friday. We don't know. We don't know yet, okay? And don't worry, it's going to be a fun stream. And maybe we'll actually play a game instead of me just yapping in your ears the whole time, okay? Or maybe I'll have some more stories. Because I do plan on going outside. So, yeah. More stories to come. Oh! I will have a bunch of tubes in me. That sounds crazy. Okay. I'm getting a colonoscopy and an endoscopy on Tuesday. Oh, Viper, no. Nor. I can't tell that story because I think that person watched the stream last time. So, I don't know if they are watching. So, I'll talk about it in the future. When the time is right. When the time is right. Leading with that is crazy. I'm so sorry. Do you remember what my last stream was about? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, you weren't here for the stream. So you're not picking up what I'm putting down, okay? Okay. Oh, there are so many stories, but I just can't think of them right now. She's talking about me, guys. She pushed me down the stairs because I was ugly. Me pushing you down the stairs will not save you, bro. If you're ugly, you're just ugly. I don't need to push you down the stairs. Okay. Anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, it wasn't a couch. It was a chair. Okay, it was a chair. A wooden one that was not comfortable to sleep in. But why are you bringing that up, Joe? Why do you have to do that to me? No. Okay, that's not what we talked about today. Okay? You get what you deserve. Yeah. Okay, I very much agree with that. But you know, who am I to know? Okay. I don't know, guys. I just realized you didn't ask for 15K tonight either. Whoa, man. I've asked a lot from you guys in the past week, okay? I got a mic, and that helped, okay? But don't worry. I will be asking, and it's not 15K anymore, okay, Viper? It's 10K, all right? But I will be asking for that 10K in the near future. So don't you worry. I'm just giving you guys a break today until payday this week. Okay. Or if it's not this week, it'll be next. But don't worry. More to come. I'll be back for you guys. I won't leave you. I don't promise anything. Okay? I don't like to break promises. But yeah. 10K. Oh boy. We're so ahead of schedule. We are. Okay? We're doing great. We're doing a good job. All right, folks. What? This guy, bro. Okay. I'm talking about hookup. Like, this man's just yapping. Okay. Everybody, it was great. I had a great time yapping with you all. But I gotta eat my tacos that my roommate made for me. And then go shower. And then, yeah, you know, if you never stop asking for it, eventually you'll have an infinite money glitch. That's a crazy thing to say, okay? Oh, now she makes tacos. Yeah, she did make tacos. And they look fire. I'm sorry, PJ. Thank you, Joe. Have a great night. All right, guys. If you ever want to see Naru in 3D, okay, we're going to learn how to dance together, okay? We're 44% of the way there. Just saying. Anyways, there's my stream call for money. Let's go, people. Money, pay up. Okay, I'm kidding. Don't wake up. Okay, down, down, down. We're going to sleep, people. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you guys maybe on Thursday or Friday. Goodbye. Goodbye. That is crazy, Otaku. Bye. Aw, don't look so sad. Let's all have our parasocial moment before I go. Come here, guys, okay? Because apparently I'm just friends with anyone, so... Love you guys. Wow, we're all friends. Wow. Yes. Right? Wow. What's crazy? Me. Allegedly. Good night. Okay, now we could all do the sad wave. Bye, guys. I'll miss you. I'll see you soon, okay? Don't be too sad. I'll be back. Oh. Oh. Wait, who are we gonna raid? I will raid. Pause. 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 I will raid. I will raid our new talent. I think you guys will like her a lot. I hope she's not ending right now. Okay, we're gonna go raid Rin. Our new talent that we announced today. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Yay! Okay, goodbye, guys. Goodbye. See you next time. Sometime soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. You'll be missed. Goodbye.